Hello and welcome back to Planet Stronghold Colonial Defence. Now, does this have any effect outside of the mission? I'm going to make this based on story, logic, so... long-term automation's probably the right solution, if I'm honest. Though keeping the rebels on side's probably handy as well. But I'm gonna... let's make a deal with the rebels. Why don't we just give them the keys to the base while we're at it? I'd prefer to build a bridge of trust, even if it is one brick at a time. Captains, we are being hailed on secure channels. Someone is seeking to make contact, and they are addressing you by name. High Command. No, it isn't, but it is on their secure channel. Let it through. Do I have the pleasure of speaking with Captain Diana Nelson and Captain Alexander Nelson? Present. Who am I addressing? Thank you very much. It is hard to tell, you humans all look alike. Allow me to present myself. I am Queen Shilla, ruler of the Madrons. What's the point of this call? A bit rude, but I guess that is to be expected in so young a species. If it helps, consider this a simple hello, and welcome to the planet, as it were. Very well, hello. As we are now good neighbours, I also have one minor request. And what would that be? Would you mind keeping the noise down, as it were? I apologise if you're bothered by the recent invasion we suffered, but surely the blame lies elsewhere. Oh, I know you've had the worst luck with the Apex Run and the Dradens and the Matrix lately. However, your industries are now polluting my lands and I won't put up with it. If you're bullying us... Nothing quite so crass. No, consider this a friendly warning. You may not be friends, but we needn't be enemies. In the interest of good faith, you may wish to closely examine your northwest quadrant. Someone tell me, what's in the northwest quadrant? That's where the debris piled up. And where some of the industries rebuilt their factories. And one of the principal breeding grounds of the Hawkus. Oh, shit. The Hawkus are going to be a problem. We have to be ready. And what if she's making it up? What do you say, Samuel? Sorry, I don't know much about Hawkus as I'd wish. She may very well be right. Actually, there's a greater concern on my mind. And what's that? Just how did Shilla have access to a secure channel to start with? Anyone have some ideas? Well, she didn't hack her way in. Gone through the system several times now, haven't found any alien influence. What if there was no outside influence? Are you thinking someone on the inside is helping her? It would make sense if she had a mole. She wouldn't have to infiltrate, she was already here. A traitor in our midst. Or just sowing paranoia in her wake. It wouldn't take much for her to retap a harvest of blame. Damn it. Looks like I'll have to go digging further. You do that. And what about the Hawkus? Well, I'll head over right away. If we're lucky, she was lying. I have a feeling Shilla was telling the truth. As such, you're going to get some first-hand research, Samuel. Mission 8. Edge of the Colony. You always brighten up when you get away from the colony, even if we're going into a firefight. Well, finally I'll get the chance to do field research for a change. Are you afraid of being shot? Or eaten? I mean, we're heading into a probable fight. Nothing like a little excitement to focus your attention. Especially when they're as large as a house. I know people who would never fall asleep after they saw the giant boar grubs. At least this way I get some concrete data about Hawkus. So just what do you know? Well, as I mentioned back in the colony, not as much as I'd like. However, Hawkus are at least the regular size, appear to be foreigners to the planet, much like humans. Given their size, they didn't stow away aboard any ship like cockroaches. The clawed proboscis is more suited to drinking your bodily fluids than wielding a hammer. From what we know, they appear to originate somewhere in the Apex Ran territories. Do you know what purpose they serve for the Apex Ran? Breeding stock? That'd be an interesting sight. We know they serve as a food. When the Apex Ran lay claim to a new planet, they let hordes of the creatures loose, making the planet that much more hospitable to the Apex Ran. Yeah, but it doesn't like they're the only ones. It's a little amusing that our rats are quite fond of Hawkus eggs. And there's something else to consider. Apex Ran have a marked preference for living food. They say it adds flavour to the meat. I doubt the Hawkus get harvested easily. You're correct. However, the Apex Realm believe if you are defeated by lunch, then life was completely wasted on you. This keeps getting better and better. You don't have to be a xenobiologist to realize that a giant carnivore comes with a giant appetite. And looking at that debris pile, it appears that Queen Shilla is telling the truth. Giant Hawkus to the left and the right. Unless we want more colonists to become gooey popcorn, we stop the Hawkus here and now. Okay, so we have to take Charlotte out and add him in. Oh, we can only use 15 cards, blooming hell. Does 1 damage to a random enemy unit on death. Okay. Steroids toner. Ooh, that's extremely useful. Doctor card, 1 random. Okay, so unfortunately we have to take a bunch of cards out. So let's lose the scouts because I don't use them very much. Let's lose the laser turrets because I doubt they're going to have many organics. Take out a couple of walls. Ditch a couple of take covers and ditch a regular infantry card. Okay. Okay, so that's a good starting position. Let's get some regular infantry and a battle drone in there. And in return. Be careful about the Hawku's infiltration. They could destroy a wall and turrets from the inside. Right, well, you, Mr. Hit that. Dang it. Tougher than I thought. You. And deploy you. Okay, you just leap straight to the attack there. Okay. Everyone with a shot at that thing, take it. Ah, they heal, did they? What the hell does that do? Put 2 baby Hawkus. Deals 1 damage to a random unit with wall or building in the same unit row. Takes 1 damage at the end of the owner's turn. Can I shoot them? No, I can't. Interesting. Okay, to be fair, this volley from these 3 will kill it immediately in this turn, so I'm not worried. Strike, strike, and what I wouldn't give for a living subject. Still, thanks to you, I'll have enough samples to test back at the lab. Don't get any blood on your uniform, it's permanent as far as I know. Scene 8. Colony Hangar. From the giant Hawku's carcass, now taking up space in Hangar 2, I guess it's fair to say that Queen Shilla was correct. And then some. I guess we owe her a thank you for our timely warning. Thank who, darlings? We had a little visit from Queen Shilla. I thought the Queen's name was Regina. You're thinking of the human Queen. Are you? He very nearly said Mom there, didn't he? Or Mother. Oh dear, Are half this goddamn base members of the nobility? Just, refusing to tell everybody else about it. That explains how you know ballroom dancing. Shilla is the name of the Madron monarch. Oh, damn it, there goes the chance of a lifetime to interview her. Well, I usually run into her, they're princesses. Princesses? How many princesses do the Madrons have? Hard to say, but I've talked to 3 or 4 of them on other planets. Each of their large colonies is ruled by one of their princesses. I recognize that gleam, Xavier. Actually, his surface thoughts are quite sweet. Please don't read my mind. Sorry. In the flash of the wedding march in your head, it slipped my shields. This would make her a royal consort of sorts if it happened. I call dibs on being the best man. There is one element to consider. Evidence suggests there is a constant level of psionic contact among the Madrons. Then no thank you. No offense, Priscilla, but living among a race of telepaths doesn't sound like fun. it isn't as bad as you'd imagine it. Some of their thoughts, their music, their art, you can only enjoy if you're psionic. I wonder what their concerts would be like. The best human bands can read their audience. Imagine if they can feel it and play to it. Sounds delightful? No, thank you. My thoughts are my own. Or you can just take some LSD and achieve the same effect. Sounds like I have another paper to write. The effects of hallucinogens on psionic species. How did your trip with the rebels go, Mira? Did you figure out the cause of their plague? It wasn't viral or bacteriological in origin. Rather, it was a lack of vitamin C. Wait, are you saying the rebels suffered from scurvy? Indeed. The bulging eyes, bleeding skin, purplish gums. Won't be the first time I was in a contagious area. However, it was nothing communicable. At first I thought it was something native to the planet, but all scans came up clean. How could they suffer from scurvy in this day and age? Turns out they were eating borer grubs, the non-giant variety. One thing they didn't realise is that borer grubs are rich in copper, and that caused a vitamin C deficiency. There go my plans for the summer barbecue. Wait, you were going to cook borer grubs? Worms and grubs can be quite tasty. One of these days I'll have to make you a special something. I'm game. You should see some of the things you'll find in various Tokyo theme restaurants. Good work, Mira. Maybe Caden will be a bit less belligerent thanks to your help. You know what happened when the rebels got me thinking? What if we were to do something similar with the giants attacking us? Give them vitamin C. I don't know if we have enough orange juice. Don't be silly, I'm serious. When they attacked, the Hawkus and borer grubs are always hungry. Ravenous, more like. Well, if we know what they like to eat, we could lace it with something to hurt them, maybe kill them. That isn't a bad idea. I know back on the farm we used to leave bait traps for scavengers. Of course, Daddy would never use poison, just a tranquilizer. Yeah, but I don't think you want a snoozing monster downtown in the colony. It would be effective, though. There is one problem. We don't have anything that the borer grubs or the Hawkus eat. Yes, we do. In fact, it's the reason why some of our citizens are still missing. People? Are you suggesting feeding the people? Alright, Alex didn't say anything like that. You know, I've done a lot of things, but I don't think I could go along with feeding them people. Unless you want to chain them to pillars in sacrifice, I don't think that's what you had in mind. Well, you're half right, Diana. I was saying we could feed them the bodies of our own dead. It would work. Borer grubs aren't exactly picky eaters. You don't think that people will have a problem with it? I'm glad Alicia isn't privy to this conversation. Yeah, she'd be making cannibal jokes already. Trust me, this isn't something I've been holding on to for a while. It would work. They're creatures of opportunity. It'd be an easy meal. I can't even believe you're condoning this, Samuel. I already planned to leave my body to science if it could help someone like this. I wouldn't mind. I can't believe you're agreeing with them, Samuel. These aren't slabs of meat to throw on a grill, but the relatives and friends, people we knew. This will be voluntary, Galena. I'm sure not going to take someone's relative willy-nilly. Unless you choose to enact Clause 451, during times of extreme crisis, the military may confiscate essential goods and materials. People aren't goods and materials. Are you going along with this, Captain? Well, I believe... I'll give you props for coming up with an interesting dilemma. Let's face it, if it was living people, it would be an immediate hell no, what is wrong with you people? Dead bodies? Nope, not doing it, sorry. I'm glad you see it that way. Death is a solemn event, not an opportunity. To choose or otherwise, it's just too creepy. Now that the matter is at rest, we still have concerns about Queen Shilla. Did you find anything else, Mitsuki? No, I haven't, and that worries me. However, our sensors did pick up something else. Robo-Brain's transmissions. Well, we'll pick that up at the start of the next part, so until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.